Have you ever woken up, swung your feet to the floor, and felt that strange silence in your body, like the signal that used to say, "Ready" is missing? Not sick, not injured, just muted. The kind of morning where confidence shows up late, energy takes its time, and you start wondering if this is simply what 50 and above looks like now. Before I unpack what I uncovered, tell me where you are watching from. East Coast, Midwest, South, West Coast, or a city and country anywhere in the world. Put it in the comments, because where you live quietly shapes your sleep stress, your evening food timing, and the way your body tries to recover. Here is the uncomfortable truth most men never hear directly. Morning performance is rarely a morning problem. For men over 50, it is usually a recovery problem, and recovery is decided the night before. When I started digging through sleep research, vascular biology, and hormone timing, a simple theme kept repeating. Your body does its deepest repair while you sleep, but only if you give it the right signals before your head hits the pillow. Miss that window, and you wake up trying to force a body that never got rebuilt. I have spent years interviewing men, reviewing their routines, and comparing those stories with the raw mechanisms in the data. I am Jack Mercer, and I can tell you this. When morning vitality fades, men often chase the wrong lever. They reach for stimulants at sunrise, aggressive workouts, or random supplements. But the hidden mechanism is that your blood vessels, your nervous system, and your hormone pulses are built on rhythm, and rhythm is set at night. One man in his early 60s I investigated from the Midwest told me he could still push through the day, but his mornings felt flat and uncertain. Another man in his late 50s from the South said he was sleeping 7 hours, yet waking up as if he had been in a fight all night. Both assumed age was the verdict. It was not. It was a signal, and signals can be answered. Let me explain what is really happening inside you after 50, because this is where most doctors stop too early. The inner lining of your blood vessels, called the endothelium, is supposed to stay smooth and responsive. It releases nitric oxide, the molecule that tells vessels to relax and widen when you need blood flow. But as men age, the endothelium becomes more sensitive to dehydration, inflammation, heavy digestion, and stress hormones. That sensitivity is the trap. It makes you feel like the system is declining, when the truth is the system is being sabotaged by signals that are small but repeated. Nighttime is the major repair window for that lining. Sleep is also when your nervous system is supposed to shift from alert mode into repair mode, and it is when testosterone signaling tends to pulse in a pattern that supports tissue maintenance and morning readiness. If you go to bed dehydrated, overfed, wired, or inflamed, the body does not repair. It defends. Blood vessels stay tense. Cortisol stays elevated. Testosterone signaling gets blunted. Then you wake up and wonder why the morning feels off. That is why quick fixes in the morning fail. You cannot outmuscle a night of poor recovery. Now, I am going to walk you through a direct protocol that I have seen repeatedly support men over 50. It is centered around one simple bedtime drink, but it only works if you understand the full ritual around it and the mistakes that sabotage it. First, let us start with the factor that cancels almost everything. If you ignore it, evening stress. I know that sounds psychological, but the biology is brutal. Stress is not just a feeling, it is chemistry. When your brain stays in threat mode, it pushes cortisol and adrenaline. Those signals tighten blood vessels and reduce nitric oxide activity. They also keep your heart rate slightly elevated, which makes sleep lighter. Light sleep means weaker repair, and weaker repair means weaker mornings. In my investigations, I have seen men who did everything right with food and still struggled because their evenings were full of conflict, screens, and unfinished work. One man from the West Coast, early 60s, had a clean diet and decent fitness, but he scrolled news until bed and woke up tense. Another man from the Northeast would answer messages from his boss at night, telling himself it was harmless. Both had the same outcome. Their bodies never got the permission signal to repair. The right move is not to pretend stress does not exist. The right move is to build a short transition that tells your nervous system the day is over, even if your life is not perfect. That transition can be slow breathing, a short, easy walk, or simply dimming lights and stepping away from conflict. The wrong way is trying to relax with alcohol or heavy snacks, because those come with biological costs that show up in the morning. Second, correct the late heavy dinner problem, because blood flow has priorities. When you eat a large meal close to sleep, your body shifts circulation toward digestion. That means less circulation is available for the brain, the heart, and the pelvic region during the early part of sleep when your body should be setting up repair. It also raises body temperature and can increase nighttime wake-ups. Men tell me they do not feel full unless dinner is big. What they are really feeling is nervous system hunger and fatigue, not true physical need. A man in his late 50s I investigated from the Midwest had a routine of finishing dinner late, then collapsing into bed. He woke up foggy and restless. We did not change his food choices. We changed timing and volume. He moved the larger meal earlier and made the last meal lighter. Within 2 weeks, he reported fewer wake-ups and steadier morning energy. Another man from the South noticed that when he reduced heavy fats late at night, his sleep became deeper, and he stopped waking up with a racing mind. The right way is to give digestion time to calm down before sleep. The wrong way is to feed the gut right before bed and expect the blood vessels to repair at the same time. Third, now we build the bedtime drink, starting with warm water for a reason most men never consider. Temperature is a signal to the nervous system. Cold liquids can trigger a subtle stress response in the gut and blood vessels. Warm water does the opposite. It relaxes the digestive tract, gently expands peripheral vessels, and tells the body you are safe. Safety is the gateway to recovery. The dehydration problem is massive in men over 50 because many men drink less in the evening to avoid nighttime bathroom trips. Here is the twist. Going to bed dehydrated often increases bathroom trips because dehydration concentrates urine and irritates the bladder. That is why the goal is not chugging water right before bed. The goal is a small warm drink about 30 minutes before sleep, so fluid can settle without forcing a midnight sprint. One man in his early 70s from the South told me he was terrified of drinking at night. We tested a small warm drink earlier, and his bathroom trips decreased. Another man from the Northeast noticed his morning stiffness improved because his circulation was not fighting thicker blood overnight. The right way is warm and moderate, timed before bed. The wrong way is ice water late, or no water at all. Fourth, add a small splash of pure pomegranate juice because this is where endothelial repair gets real. Pomegranate is rich in polyphenols, plant compounds that support the endothelium, reduce oxidative stress, and protect nitric oxide from being destroyed too quickly. Think of nitric oxide like a message. Stress and inflammation shred the message before it reaches the vessel. Polyphenols help preserve the message. I have seen men make 2 mistakes here. they drink a large glass and spike blood sugar, which disrupts sleep. Or they buy sweet blends that have barely any real pomegranate. The right approach is a small splash of pure juice in warm water. You are not drinking it for taste. You are drinking it to feed the repair chemistry. A man in his late 50s from the West Coast added this and noticed that his hands and feet stayed warmer at night, a quiet sign of improved vascular responsiveness. Another man from the Midwest reported that his morning confidence improved because he stopped waking up feeling disconnected. He did not describe it as circulation. He described it as being back in his body. That is what endothelial repair feels like in real life. Fifth, add fresh ginger, just a thin slice, because it supports the nitric oxide pathway and reduces low-grade inflammation. Ginger contains compounds that influence enzyme systems involved in vascular tone and can support healthy circulation without acting like a stimulant. It is not forcing an outcome. It is supporting a signal. In my case, files, ginger is the component that often changes sleep quality. One man in his early 60s from the Northeast noticed he fell asleep faster when ginger was part of the warm drink, because the warmth and the mild digestive soothing reduced the restless gut feeling he always ignored. Another man from the South reported that his morning signal returned more consistently when ginger was included, especially on days when he felt stressed. The wrong way is large amounts that cause stomach irritation. The right way is subtle, a thin slice steeped gently, repeated consistently. Sixth, and this is the piece that makes everything stick, treat the drink as a ritual, not a hack. Your nervous system learns patterns. When you repeat the same calming sequence night after night, your body anticipates recovery. That anticipation changes how quickly you fall asleep and how deeply you stay asleep. Deep sleep is where the repair work happens, including vascular maintenance and hormone signaling patterns. One man in his late 60s I investigated from the Midwest told me he used to watch television right until sleep, then wonder why his body felt tense. When he shifted to preparing the drink, sipping slowly, and breathing, his mind stopped racing. Another man from the West Coast described the ritual as reclaiming control. He said it was the first time in years he ended his day intentionally instead of collapsing into it. That intention is not motivational fluff. It is nervous system training. Now let me bridge this from science to real life, because men do not need more theory. They need a plan they can execute when they are tired. The point is not perfection. The point is repeated signals. When you feed the body signals of hydration, endothelial support, and safety, you get a calmer night, and a stronger morning starts building on its own. Here is the practical plan. About 2 hours before bed, finish your larger food intake if possible. If you need something later, keep it light and avoid heavy greasy meals that keep digestion active. About 45 minutes before bed, begin your wind down. Reduce bright light. Step away from stressful conversations and screens. If your mind is loud, do slow breathing that lengthens the exhale, because that tells the nervous system to shift out of alert mode. About 30 minutes before sleep, prepare the drink. Warm water goes first. Add a small splash of pure pomegranate juice. Add a thin slice of fresh ginger. Sip it slowly. Do not rush it standing at the counter. Sit down. Let your shoulders drop. Let the day end. If you can, take a short, gentle walk or do light stretching after you finish. Then go to bed. Common mistakes matter here. The first mistake is drinking it too late, then blaming bathroom trips. The timing solves that. The second mistake is using cold water or ice because you want it refreshing. Refreshing is for midday. Night is for repair. The third mistake is turning this into a one-night test. The endothelium and nervous system respond to repeated inputs. Give it 2 weeks. In the men I have tracked, the first wins tend to be sleep wins. They fall asleep faster. They wake up fewer times. They feel steadier when they open their eyes. Then the deeper win shows up. Their confidence returns because they stop waking up uncertain. Men underestimate how much masculine vitality is tied to the quiet trust that your body will respond. When that trust returns, you carry yourself differently, even before any dramatic change happens. If you are the man who has been telling himself your best years are behind you, I want you to challenge that story. Aging changes biology, but it does not erase your ability to recover. What changes is the margin for error. The body becomes more honest. It responds faster to bad signals, and it responds powerfully to good signals when you repeat them consistently. So here are the key takeaways. Stop trying to force morning vitality with panic. Start earning it through nighttime recovery. Protect your nervous system in the evening because stress is a vascular toxin. Eat lighter late because digestion steals blood flow from repair. Use warm water to signal safety and support hydration. Use pomegranate polyphenols to support the vessel lining. Use ginger to support nitric oxide signaling and calm low-grade inflammation. And make it a ritual, because the nervous system follows what you repeat. Now tell me in the comments where you're watching from and which step you're going to try first tonight. If you have been dealing with flat mornings, muted confidence, or inconsistent performance, share that too. Other men are reading, and that community matters. If you found this investigation useful, like the video and subscribe, because I am going to keep uncovering what most conversations skip. This is for informational purposes only, and not a substitute for professional medical advice. Consult your doctor.